What's up, risk managers? My name is Nasdaq Anonymous, and I'm addicted to the NQ. And boy, is she one hell of a drug. And welcome to tonight's NA meeting, where we'll discuss the economic data for the week, analyze today's session, and from that, build a winning game plan for tomorrow's price action. And if you haven't done so already, you can show your support by subscribing to the channel. And with that said, let's jump into the charts now. This is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream. And today was definitely a trend day. And as I analyze the charts, I see about 3 clues that's going to be essential for helping us find the best trades going into tomorrow's stream. So let's jump into it. During the overnight session, the Nasdaq opened slightly bullish and traded 286 points to the upside into a previous area of resistance. However, once the bulls failed to rotate price higher, the bears stepped in and price sold off 341 points to the downside and seeing a 205 point bounce going into the close of the session. And based on this price action, this is what I'm going to be looking for. So, for my bullish thesis, if the bulls can maintain their control overnight, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades back within a range between 595 and 615. Because this is the range where the bears broke structure to the downside going into the close of yesterday's session. And I do expect for passive sell orders to be resting around this area to sell the retest. But if they fail to regain control, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades back within a range between 755 and 775. However, for my bearish thesis, if the bears can regain their control overnight, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades back within a range between 455 and 435. Because this is the range where the bulls broke structure to the upside going into the close of yesterday's session. And I do expect for passive buy orders to be resting around this area to buy the retest. But if they fail to regain control, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades back within a range between 375 and 355. Now, for those that found themselves on the wrong side of the market today, I know personally how discouraging that can make you feel. But remember, every trader has faced this same challenge, but what separates profitable traders is their ability to use these moments to refine their strategies and to keep moving forward. But I'll be monitoring both markets overnight to identify the best trades as we go into tomorrow's stream. And in summary, the Nasdaq started off the session with a strong bullish move to the upside. The Nasdaq bears aggressively sold price down from the highs. And finally, the Nasdaq bulls has held the pullback. So it's highly likely that we could see price test around all-time highs. And that's all I have for tonight, risk managers. And you can watch us trade these concepts live by clicking this video. We'll see you there.